Why, hello. Hello, hi, it is me. You know what? I thought about this when I was washing dishes. I was like, a while ago, when I was doing the Chris Brown video, when he was coming to, um, the Republic of Femicide. And I said, we all have problematic faves. We just don't talk about it and make like they're not problematic. So go quietly and don't be telling every. I'm now starting to wonder, is it me? Am I your problematic fave? Every day I come on here, well, not every day. That's why you guys get mad at me. But every other, sometimes I skip a lot of days, but I come here and I say to you guys, let your people know about me. And I feel like you're not doing it. Also, because am I a problematic person? Is that what? Because sometimes, like, I had to think about it, especially after that Andy the video. Yo, I was so wrong. I'm standing by what I said. She's toxic. She's a problem. Oh, now I think that I am the thing I'm asking if I am. The point is, do let your people know about me and do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share so people can know I exist, that I'm on here, so the channel can grow because it is a big motivator. Okay? And hello, hi, hello, yalla. It is me, it is I, small time Didi, your in these internet. I am back, hello, yalla. So listen, I know I owe you stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff. You're not getting a Durban anything out of me, so I may as well just say it here. Great improvements. A lot happened at the weekend, and I just feel like we are tired of the we're Durban fatigued and we're done. The girls tried this year, and some of them actually did great. I'm seeing that there's some improvements. I don't know if it's because of the theme that they had a good grasp of it. So the garments they were able to produce spoke to them having a good grasp of the concept. And also perhaps they're tired of the critiques, the designers themselves are wanting to step up. Some of them maybe are looking to play with newer, fresher designers. I don't know. But whatever is happening, I like where we're going. I think they're starting to understand what the fuck we're talking about, okay? What else? Real Housewives of Durban. I figured, like, guys, there was no way I was gonna come down here and talk to you guys last week about anything. Trust me, okay? But I was like, it already dropped, and I can't remember if we get two reunion episodes. I was like, let me just let them all gather so I can just do one video where I yap on, because it's probably not that interesting. That's what I thought, if you want to know. So that's what I owe you, really. But I watched it's not Marriage, it's Married at First Sight. I remember, I think one of you tried to get me to watch that first episode, but Becky go at that time it was more twing. It wasn't working out. And I meant to go watch. And now I feel like should I go watch season 1, Mzansi. Married at First Sight, Mzansi dropped. Can you believe I downloaded the DSTV app and I had used my one friend's credentials the one time to log on to it, and I used them again and they were still active because I thought I had to watch it on catch up because it's on Mzansi, and turns out y'all know I love Showmax. Showmax has it, like it's on Showmax, so you can go watch it on Showmax or on DSTV catch up. Okay, if you want to know where to catch that. But let's get into it quickly. Also, should I go watch Untied? Is it Untied? I think Nonko was on the first episode, and then we have the former Mrs. Gigaba on the second episode. It's just more trauma of women talking about how men done the men. So let me know if you want me to go watch and talk about that. But let's get into this quickly. We have 4 couples, but we're going to talk about the 2 that got married on this episode, the first episode of season 2. And it is Bongani, if I remember correctly, and Portia. And then Nelisa and what is his name? Her man girl. But Koza, what's his name? I forget what his name is, but I'll put it up somewhere. They're the second couple. The main, I don't have a blow by blow of each thing. I really want to talk about Portia. Yeah, I do. I want to talk about Portia and how much I love her. That's why you're not telling people about me. Love Portia. Those of you who aren't gonna watch, here's a quick little on Portia. She's the only one people are talking about really at this point, right? Portia is very interested in a good looking person. She's like, if we gotta be good, I'm good looking. This is Portia. I feel like I'm a good looking woman. Why would I be walking around with a person who's not matching me? So those aesthetics matter to her. And she also said that I would prefer they don't have children, but if they have one, okay, that's something I can deal with. The guy they paired her with is Bongani, and he has a child. He's on the chubbier side of life, but he keeps active. So the diet is probably off. Okay, great. Seems to have done, he's an entrepreneur, I think. It seems like he's done okay for himself or is doing okay. Just by how he speaks, but we don't know. Like, niggas talk a good game. Like, men really talk a good game. They are so annoying. Like, oh my god. But anyway, that's the main thing. Then Nelisa and her Mr. Koza, whom she's paid with, Nelisa is just sad, and I see how she's in the situation that she's in. And oh no, sister man, she seems like a sweetheart. Like, she really does seem like a sweetheart. So it's very sad. She needs to be in therapy or not on this show. She needs to be in solo therapy for a while, divorce herself from the ideas of wanting to be partnered, married. She's one of those when they say it's going to find you when you least expect it. She needs to have one of those scenarios. It's like she has all the pieces. She understands that her dating style, her dating pattern comes from the abandonment issues she has with her father. That her dad she chased him. As the child, she was chasing him constantly. He would come and go. She'd be the one doing the chasing and the wanting to build the relationship and maintain connection. So she's found herself in a pattern in dating and pursuing men where she's doing the same kind of thing. So she has the pieces together. She understands, but it's like she's not sitting in it. She's not sitting in the discomfort of it and being okay. The best thing I ever did for myself was the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't do it for myself. When I was going through that phase where I was extremely lonely and I was crying and I was asking my friends years ago, guys, I was asking my friends, oh my God, can you guys set me up? Are you not doing it because I'm just so fucking ugly? I remember standing in like the middle of my kitchen, like my mother's kitchen, because y'all know I don't have one. And I was like crying on the bed, like on my phone with my best friend. I was like, okay, you can tell me, like, am I just really that ugly? Like, you can tell me, guys, I've been friends with this girl since we're like 7, 8. Like, what the fuck? Like, when I think back on some of the things that I would do, I cringe, obviously, but I'm also like horrified that I put my friends through that. Like, what the fuck is that conversation? Like, what the fuck was she supposed to say to me? Yeah, bitch, been wanting to tell you since we were 9. You really are just that ugly, girl. But I love you, but that's why. What? Like, how was that gonna be helpful? Like, I'm sorry, mama. And she's not the only one. But one of my friends took the time to identify a person based on character, right? For me. And I feel like that person is literally a mirror of Bongani, who's partnered with Portia. This person looked good on paper. Portia, I don't know why they paired her with this person, because in the footage that they chose to show to us, her focus seems to be on things that I can't tell why they paid them, except for the show, except for to make us not like her, to make us say she's a terrible person. Because there was a guy there, I don't know what his name is, but light-skinned, tallish, slim, full beard. And the look of him sounds every bit what Portia was describing. So I'm not sure why she wasn't paired with that person, if it's about compatibility. Because from the footage they chose to show us, because maybe she said other things, right? It's just, this is the stuff that's going to get us going. So this is what they aired. She was really big on the look and the aesthetics of stuff. That's what she's running on. And Bongani doesn't fit those things. I don't care. I feel what's happened here. See, the conditioning had worked on me a lot, especially when I was younger. I would always be confused bewildered, really, just like fucked out of my mind. Whenever I would experience a girl who prioritized good looks when it came to men, like that saying of like manabi fu that, like that saying like a man can't be ugly, only his pockets can be ugly, which, you know, it's a sad like the year of our Lord that we live in, because all the men pockets are ugly. The men are broke, start working out properly and stuff. That, you know, loneliness epidemic, you know how the fuck they doing right now. So it's like now I don't know if that's what made me register. No, the girls are allowed to be shallow too, because men have these standards. They have 3 overweight men to pair with these lovely women on this show. I say this as an overweight woman. Since men want to be so ballsy, you know, the manosphere shit, to come here and tell us about how, as women, patriarchy, blah, 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 we all like the world beauty. And if we can't do the one thing, men want something, men are highly visual. The bitches are now saying they're highly visual, and they've always been. Girls are now saying they want something pretty to look at. And I used to, like, truly, I am in full support of Portia saying she wants what she wants. When I was set up with the guy that I was set up by my very good friend and stuff, she went the character route. And by the way, in the long run, we learned that actually, even on that, we don't match. It's just stuff he says and isn't who he is. And he wasn't even like a horrible person, really. Guys, just yesterday, I went over to see a friend of mine. I'm like, do you remember? She's like, girl, you tried hard to be into that guy. I was actively, guys, I'm talking actively trying to talk myself into being with this guy, into being into him. Like, no, it'll come, it'll grow. He's this, he's that. He seems chilled, he seems whatever. And in the comments on the socials, I'm seeing a lot of women be very mad at Portia because we're existing in that scarcity mindset, like a good man scarcity epidemic, if you would like. So when women see one, they're just like, oh, grow up, we would give anything. And it doesn't take much to be a good man, right? Like the criteria is what criteria? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what bar? Like, it's just you must shower regularly. Like, say you have a relationship with God or some shit like that. Like, just say it. It doesn't need to be true. Just say it. And then the men are already like, the women are already like, oh, she's so shallow, she's so childish. Who in 2025 still says tall, dark, and handsome? Grow up, girl. That's what she wants. That's what floats her boat. And maybe she will 5 years down the line be like, I'm past that. I now want this thing. Right now, Portia wants that, and I support Portia. I support Portia, and they set her up to make her the villain. That man is they are in no way compatible. In no way are they compatible based off just the things that they said they wanted. And for me, once like somebody having children or a child is such a deal breaker, I think it's unfair to pair that person with somebody who has a child for 2 things, for that child's sake, but also they say that's not something they want. Saying, one, I wouldn't mind, is just you doing the math, doing the calculation to say, at my age, chances are the person I'm going to meet, they're going to have a child, so I may have to make accommodations for this. Those people make the worst partners. They are not understanding of your situation as a single parent or a co-parent. They don't understand those stuff. So I don't understand pairing them by so-called experts. They need me on that show. And my title would be lead instigator. Just for when some of the couples are looking boring and they need me to like throw a rich in it, like I would do great. You guys, I tried. I don't think you understand what I was. You guys, to be young, I was talking myself into like mentally trying to prepare to have sex with this person because he's a good guy. Do you understand like what women are going through? That's how I look at the women who can do this for a living and know that they are working hard. Because I couldn't convince myself that I was into him. He hasn't done anything to me. It just was not working. That thing wasn't there and we weren't clicking. And I've seen him since. we get on just fine. We actually, no, we don't get on fine. He has a problem with the fact that, but we get on fine in our own way. But he has a problem with the fact that, like, I have opinions and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and all of that stuff. He's since grown. Like, when I spoke to him, when we first met, and his ideas that he had there, like, we've both moved from certain ways of moving and stuff. And it is nice to catch up with him when I do, which has been like eons at this point. But it would be nice to catch up and be like, oh, and then I would hear how far along he's moved, especially in terms of how he relates to women and things like that. But no. And it turned out he wasn't a nice guy, like in the way that he was presenting himself to be. So we don't know anything about Bongani except for the fact that, you know, they showed, guys, I'm telling you to the T, he is like him. He runs marathons too, but he's a big guy. You know, he played rugby in high school or whatever. And he didn't after. So obviously, like, you know, it's not like, but it's just, and he's tall. I'm telling you, he's exactly like him. And on paper, it's looking great. But I couldn't make myself. Your guys, I could have maybe had my shit together. I could have been saying this to you guys in my shaker style kitchen. I mean, who knows? But I'm so glad I'm saying it here in the dark. Gee, Shay. But Nelissa's vows also had already calling this Mr. Koza guy that she doesn't know her best friend. And those are that's where we're going wrong. Why do you guys do that? Like, meet a guy and then start calling that guy your best friend because y'all are fucking. That is not even your fucking bestie, bitch. Every time you guys are getting married, like, and you are, I don't understand why you guys, and it's the women, why you guys get carried away and call these men your best friend when you know you have one. He knows you have one. That is not your fucking bestie. Why are you gonna? And her vows to me read as this Nelisa now, as like one of those people who wants a relationship to function as so many roles, and your man can't be your everything. It's a recipe for disaster. Okay. And there's a clinginess there. And just from the vows, she wants the God-fearing stuff. That's how you get manipulated. I want a man who has a relationship with God. Men are spiritual. It's just part of their conditioning. And if they are, it's for a benefit of sorts. I said it. Men literally have relationships with God for you to say, oh, and he knows God. That's why. It's not a real thing that they do. It requires a relinquishing of power that is not part of their conditioning. That's why they don't have depth, because that requires vulnerability and submission. Like, essentially to say, I don't know, you're all knowing, blood. They can't be that. It's all a lie. It's like your preacher actually believing in the Bible. They don't. They just say stuff to you on Sunday so you feel good and you put money in the collection plate. You can bite me. Oh, that's why you don't tell people about me. Fuck, man. But your preacher doesn't believe in that shit, girl. He doesn't. Church is for women. As you can see, if you look around, you'll see what I'm talking about. Men go to church for self-serving things. That's why churches are built off the backs of women and the labor of women, unpaid, unrecognized as labor. Yet very laborious tasks. That's they stop it. I want him to know God and put God first, and I want, oh my God. I'm scared for Nelisa. I am. Truly I am. As for Mr. Koza, I can't tell where he is financially. Nelisa seems like she's done well for herself. She's 40 years old, cute as fuck. I'm hoping they did not Tyler Perry her and pay her with a man who's not on her level financially over some rubbish about knowing God and whatever or else. But she's already head over heels and calling him her best friend. There's that to look forward to. Guys, please go watch it so we can talk about it. Like, go watch it so we can watch it together and talk about it. And tell me if you feel about Portia exactly how I feel. Portia's allowed to say no uglies allowed. We can talk about how, oh, she's not that bad herself. She's average looking for her to have all of these opinions, but men do it. Men will be having nothing going on, nothing, and fake babu bemilomu and tell you about how you're not wife material with morning breath and yesterday breath because they don't brush their teeth, because they don't even bathe. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? The gall of men. So I don't care if we feel like Portia is not that wow for her to be having this kind of whatever. She has it. And I support her. I do. If you have never been the kind of woman who gets like bottom feeders and niggas like that thinking you are for them, because they think women are for them, I get it. So when all the pretty girls and whatever get picked, and then there are those of you who haven't been picked yet, they think you belong to them. Like, obviously you want a man. Like, I don't need to try. You are not giving us pretty, so you're going to settle for whatever. I'm not gonna put in any effort. I'm a man and you're a woman, you want one. That's why they spaz. They lose their shit when you start to say things like, I don't really like want a man. I don't really want to be partnered right now, or I don't really want to get married. They panic. They lose everything and they keep trying to tell you that no, you want it, you need it. You actually, there's no woman that doesn't. That's projection. That's that fear talking, that oh fuck. Oh, if I'm gonna want one of them, I'd actually have to be this, that, and the other. Like, I can't just be a man and that's the value. Like, that is the thing I'm bringing. What the fuck am I gonna, you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? You will have the lowest of the low feeling like they can say whatever they want to say about you as a woman, especially if they feel like you aren't conventionally attractive. You need to put up with whatever it is they're going to give you, right? Or even when they don't got shit going on and they think they deserve the top tier of women because the gall of men. So Portia can do this. Pambele with Portia. We love Portia. We're here for her. I don't want to hear anything bad being said about Portia. I don't. And the other thing is that man, Bongani, can feel that this woman is awkward and not attracted to him. And he's going to act like it's not happening. He's still tried to make out with her. I'm not saying he's done it. I'm saying that's a thing that we know because it's about what they want. Okay? He's still going on and trying to be and he's still trying to be all cutesy and whatever. But one more now, she's not all the way receptive. But because he has his own desires that he wants out of this situation, he's prioritizing what he wants out of the situation and not reacting, and in his reaction acknowledging that, oh, I don't think this person is that into me. He's choosing to act delusional about it because he likes what he sees, because they prioritize what the fuck they want. So Portia can prioritize what she wants, and what she wants is motherfucking Idris Elba, and that's not what she got. We got 3 overweight men on here. As an overweight woman, I can say this. And they are apparently the best that Mzansi have to offer. I'm worried about that light-skinned man. He really does move like he's the prize. He's even talking about withholding dick. You shut the fuck up, okay? That shit is for handing out. So about that, I don't want us to connect on a I hate men who speak like who say the right things. It's too rehearsed. It's too fake. It's too put on. You want to get some brownie points with the, oh my God, he wants us to get to know each other first before we like, you know, because sex can make things cloudy. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying it feels inauthentic. That's why I'm married at first sight. Yes. Bye.